Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Jeff Roberts, in for our good buddy Dino Lally, who's a little under the weather. But today, we are talking to you from an absolutely delicious place here in Oklahoma City, Bell Kitchen.
That's right. This is one of two locations, and I got to tell you, it smells awesome in here.
Man, it smells pretty good. Everything they make here is from scratch. And we're not just talking about a few cupcakes and cookies. Take a look. Donuts, macaroons. They've done some pretty fancy eclairs and what you could call gourmet Rice Krispie treats. We'll show you just some of what you can sample throughout the show later on. But first, we're going to take you to another kitchen. I think it's probably the most popular kitchen in the state right now.
Definitely. The Pioneer Woman's Restaurant and Mercantile is a tourism hotspot in Pawhuska right now. Our Julie Chen talked to Reed Drummond about how business is booming.
Ask Oklahoma's own Pioneer Woman, Reed Drummond, about her recipe for success, and she'll tell you two things.
I think passion and butter.
And you'll find plenty of both inside the New York Times best-selling author and Food Network star's latest venture, the Mercantile. It's a two-story destination deli, bakery, and general store in the heart of Osage County.
I want it to be an experience for people who visit, because whether it's a person who lives in Pawhuska or a person who has driven from a long distance, I want their visit to be worth it. So there are a lot of things to do.
Opening the Mercantile, or as it's nicknamed, the Merc, has been a labor of love for Reed's whole family.
My husband has always really loved this building. He grew up in Pawhuska, and even though it had been empty and abandoned for years and years, he always had a little bit of a soft spot for it. So we came and looked at it one day, and before I knew it, he had bought the building.
This building dates back to 1903. It was originally home to the Osage Mercantile. During renovations, the Drummonds uncovered some of its fascinating history.
We have the National Biscuit Company mural, which used to be an advertising mural on the exterior of the building at the time. And it had been covered up by layers and layers of plaster through the years. So we actually accidentally discovered that and then spent quite a bit of time chiseling away at the plaster and uncovering the mural. And
that Nabisco sign is now the centerpiece of the deli downstairs. It's here where Reed's famous recipes are dished out daily. You can dine in or take out.
We basically spent the summer turning all of my recipes into restaurant recipes, because anyone who's worked in a restaurant knows you can't just walk in and measure 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of sugar. You sort of have to batch it. So the whole summer was spent testing and tasting. That's why my jeans are a little tight right now.
The chicken fried steak and Marlboro Man sandwich are top sellers.
Chicken fried steak is made out of ribeye steak, pounded ribeye steak, and it's wonderful. It's as good as anything I've had in Dallas.
I had the chicken parmesan and my son had the pork chops, and they were both delicious.
I happen to love the tomato soup. We have grilled cheese dippers to serve with it. So anytime I order anything, that's what I order. My husband accuses me of being in a rut, but it's a delicious cheesy rut, so I'm okay with it.
The deli opens into the general store, where you'll find everything from dresses to dinnerware to dolls. Reed handpicked it all.
I wanted the store to be not just for girls like me, but for, kids and, again, husbands, and just a little bit of something for everybody.
Not only will you find Pioneer Woman products, but also made in the USA merchandise and Oklahoma-born items too.
We have had so many people from all 50 states now. And, I want them to see how special Oklahoma is too. So we have artisan-made mugs, handmade pieces of wood art in the shape of buffalo and feathers. And we just have amazing Oklahoma products that I want to show off. We have a great state.
I think Mercantile is a good way to describe it. It has a little bit of everything.
This is really a shot in the arm for the economy here. We bought some knickknacks and more food than anything else. Cinnamon rolls, cherry cobbler, that kind of stuff, sweets.
The Merc Sweet Spot is upstairs, a bright and airy bakery where you can even smell the butter. The bakers use a ton of it each week.
We have amazing croissants that we make here. They are so buttery that when they bake, they sizzle. I mean, they're just so filled with butter and they're so delicious. So the croissants, the danishes, and the cinnamon rolls and the scones are pretty special. The cookies are probably one of the most popular items. They are delicious too.
You'll also find coffee and candy up here. And on this day, there's Ree in the middle of it all, signing cookbooks.
I want to be here, and it's my place, it's my family's place, and I want people who come to feel connected to not just Oklahoma and Pawhuska, but to our family.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been fantastic. Just a whole experience.
The Mercantile in Pawhuska, specializing in Southern hospitality, Oklahoma style.
Everyone I see here, I want to just grab and say thanks for coming. So, and anyone who hasn't visited, I dare you not to have fun when you come.
In Pawhuska, I'm Julie Chin, Discovering Oklahoma.
The Mercantile and Restaurant are open Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're open till 7 on Friday and Saturday and closed on Sunday. Here's a bit of advice. If you want to avoid long lines, arrive after the lunch rush. We can't promise you won't find a wait, but it's your best chance at getting in without one.
So after you fill up your plate at the Pioneer Woman's, how about you hit another popular spot right here in Oklahoma City?
Okay, the Oklahoma City Museum of Art is always a great place to visit. From traveling exhibits to permanent collections, Quinn Tran shows us inside.
The Oklahoma City Museum of Art's permanent collection is inspiring a new approach. Rather than organizing the works of art chronologically, the permanent pieces have been reinstalled by themes on the second floor.
Our first gallery is Animals, Animal Painting and Genre. It's a really fun gallery where we have works from the 19th century side by side with works that were made after World War II in a very modern style.
Other gallery themes include visual arts and performing arts, skies, rivers and seas, the earth, the land, and the city. The pieces reflect a wide variety of visual art mediums.
When you see two works by each other that maybe you wouldn't expect to see, that maybe don't make sense at first thought, but then you start to look at it a bit more and they do connect. So I really kind of wanted surprises. Why are these two works next to each other? What do they have in common and how they're different? So it's really encourages an exercise in close looking.
What was really special about reinstalling all the permanent collection is that we're able to develop hands-on activities that will be here all the time with the permanent collection.
Tracy Truels is the Director of Learning and Engagement.
So these are our discovery packs here on the second floor.
From tote bags filled with art activities to a seat to just sketch, there's an opportunity for visitors to be artists.
Sketching and reacting and kind of looking carefully, noting details and sketching them on a really big piece of paper like you're saying in a drawing class in art school is just a lot of fun and a great way to make a memory. They can come to the museum and they don't have to have a background in art history. They don't have to have been to art school. They can come with just their life experiences and have a wonderful and deeply moving experience.
Moving through the second floor of the permanent collection involves seeing the very first gifts to the Oklahoma City Museum of Art. A section is dedicated to just the WPA, Works Progress Administration. 28 WPA pieces of art from 1942 are the foundation of the museum's permanent collection.
During the Depression, as a relief effort, the Roosevelt administration initiated the WPA. Part of that was the Federal Art Project, where artists were commissioned both to create murals, those famous murals you see in a lot of buildings across the state, but then also to produce easel paintings. So that really was more a relief effort to provide income for artists during the really difficult times of the Depression. Not a lot of institutions have a WPA collection like we do. We're very fortunate to have those works.
The museum's permanent collection includes more than 4,000 pieces. The works of art span more than 5 centuries. Some are waiting to be seen.
Every few months we'll be reevaluating and thinking, okay, what should go out now? Whose turn is it to go in these galleries? So we have a lot of really good and important work that's just kind of waiting to come out and replace some of our other good and important work that's already out in the exhibition.
At the Oklahoma City Museum of Art, Quinn Tran, Discover Oklahoma.
If you're looking for more ideas on getaways right here in the Sooner State, you need a copy of the 2017 Travel Guide. They're easy to get. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click where it says Request Free Brochures.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
It's so down home that you can't really find this at a different Italian chain restaurant.
The Italian hotspot that has central Oklahoma buzzing.
whether you're from Texas, Arkansas, Kansas, or I've had people from Florida and everywhere else to come in here and hunt.
And we're heading out hunting with one of the best guides in the state.
Every Friday we have strawberry pie when the strawberries are good. We have chocolate pie. We have coconut cream pie.
And desserts to die for. Wait till you see the main course. It's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Now that cold weather is in full swing, don't trade outdoor recreation for winter hibernation. Discover the off-season treasures available at Oklahoma's great state parks. This February, take advantage of 15% off a lodge or cabin stay with our Sweetheart deals. Complete with cozy evenings, crackling fires, and misty mornings, make some memories at an Oklahoma state park. Visit travelok.com/SP deals for special offers and come see for yourself.
Welcome back to the Bell Kitchen in Oklahoma City. All sorts of tempting desserts, baked goods, and donuts here.
So you know what they say, life is short, so eat dessert first. So when we finish here, it's lunchtime, right?
Absolutely. And I've got the perfect pizza stop for us. It's Moni's Pizza in Edmond. Moni's Pasta and Pizza has fine dining ambiance and food, all while having a family-friendly atmosphere. Husband and wife duo John and Rachel Foster have owned Moni's for about 2 years now.
I went to a French culinary school, and then immediately from there I went to work with Mercy Ships in Africa and stayed there for 3 years in West Africa, and I worked my way up to being what they would consider head chef.
The two met while serving on Mercy Ships and then moved back here to Oklahoma, where John is from. Rachel was sous chef at an Oklahoma City restaurant for about 2.5 years, but found herself looking for the next big step.
And I remember going on a walk with John one night and saying I just wanted another challenge, something new, because I had done something big in culinary school and then even bigger in Africa, and then got married, and that all changed everything. And so he's the one that found this restaurant was being sold. And so we came here and ate one day just to kind of feel it out, and we loved it. Little did we know that it was a lot more challenging than we had ever thought it was going to be.
The couple tackles the challenge as a team. John running the front of house and handling the books, while Rachel is in charge of the kitchen and food. The original Moni's is in Texas, and John and Rachel bought the restaurant from Moni's son. The menu includes some of Moni's original recipes with tweaks by Rachel, and also has some of her own creations.
It's very home style, kind of New York, Italian, that we have very large portions. We like to joke about feeding you for today and tomorrow. So it's kind of the traditional, Italian. You share dishes if you want, or and there's always more than enough food.
Just about everything at Moni's is delicious. We talked to Glenda, a regular customer who has loved everything she's tried.
This place is just so awesome and traditional, and I just try to get something different. Their Caesar salads are delicious. Like just their Caesar salads with chicken, so great. I just ordered the lunch penne with meat sauce.
And it's not just the food that people rave about.
It's like traditional, and they are very friendly and they are very attentive here, and it's not something you can get at a chain. It's so like down home that you can't really find this at like a different Italian chain restaurant.
One of Rachel's signature dishes is risotto de Rachel. I can speak from experience, it's delicious.
It's called risotto de Rachel. I put that on. It is salmon, and I change it. It's sometimes pan-seared, sometimes it's grilled. I kind of change it, but it goes with risotto, which I love making. And that changes also, so it's just kind of a signature dish. I just put the name risotto de Rachel, and I can kind of do whatever I want with it.
The tortellini rustica is a fan favorite, and the lasagna and pizzas are huge sellers too.
And we do sell a lot of pizzas also, a lot of pizzas. They're all handmade and hand-tossed. I know we have a brick oven back there, so it's got that crisp crust that you're looking for.
Moni's is a great place for a date night while also being a wonderful atmosphere for family dinners too. Come check it out.
If you're looking for more mouth-watering ideas in Oklahoma, you need a copy of the new Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide. It's easy to get. Just head over to our website, travelok.com, and click the top where it says Request Free Brochures.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
If you think that you would like to, come down and experience bird hunting or pheasant hunting, you get a hold of Alan.
We've got just the guy for you to call if hunting is something you'd like to discover.
I've fed their parents, their grandparents, I'm down to a new batch of grandkids or great-grandkids right now.
Plus, food's so good, generations of Okies have been eating it. We'll show you where to go for some of the best Mexican food in the state. It's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma state parks are stocked with cool weather adventures. Hike the trails amid spectacular scenery, cozy up around the fire, or play around on our unique courses. On weekdays, you can stay and play starting at just $69. You get 1 night of lodging, a round of golf, and a sleeve of golf balls. Get package details at travelok.com/spdeals and come see for yourself.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Another look around the Bell Kitchen in Oklahoma City. Incredible sweet treats here. But if it's an incredible outdoor adventure you're looking for, we got a suggestion for you.
That's right. Lisanne Anderson takes us to her hometown of Ardmore for a girls' trip, not to a spa, but this time to the perfect place for quail hunting.
Meet Alan Jones, a man who just might be living every hunter's dream. He owns Jones Southern Oklahoma pheasant and quail hunting in Ardmore, so basically his job is to go hunting.
What we provide is a unique kind of hunting operation for people. A lot of people go all the way to Kansas, South Dakota to hunt pheasants, which they're not native right here where we are. And a lot of people that we target are people who are so busy, they get a chance to hunt once or twice a year, and a lot of them live in the cities. They don't have their own dogs, which we can provide all that for them.
On this chilly morning, Alan took us out on a mother-daughter hunt. First things first, though, safety, and a refresher course for me and a shotgun.
Safety is number one here with us. You know, we just can't take back a mistake with the shotgun.
Alan can provide the lessons, the orange safety vest. He even has a 5-stand sporting clay set up.
We can take them, let them practice on before we ever go out to the field, and we always give a good safety briefing, and I instruct them exactly how to do everything. And I have a lot of first-time people come here, and they really enjoy it.
Brooke and I are not exactly first-timers, but Alan says if you want to bring your kids, just make sure they've had a hunting safety course. And if you're from out of state or don't have a hunting license, they can help you out with that too.
Whether you're from Texas, Arkansas, Kansas, or I've had people from Florida and everywhere else to come in here and hunt, we can provide them with a $5 permit that is good for us for 10 days. And that way they don't have to buy any out-of-state license.
And if you do need to spend the night or the weekend, Alan has the accommodations made just for the outdoorsman or woman, multiple bunks in the bedrooms, a full kitchen, recliners, the TV. The lodge, as they call it, is a perfect guys or girls getaway. Roy Neal is a repeat customer.
Their hunting trips is just unique and very professional, and so if you don't feel like that you can walk, then they've got a way for you to ride, and his bird dogs are exceptional. They're really, really good dogs.
As Brooke and I kept our eyes on the dogs who kept their noses on the mission, we learned maybe we're not as good shots as we thought. In the end, all of our birds lived to see another day. But what better way to spend a little mother-daughter time enjoying nature in the heart of southern Oklahoma?
If you think that you would like to, to come down and experience bird hunting or pheasant hunting, you get a hold of Alan.
Discovering Oklahoma in my hometown of Ardmore, I'm Lisanne Anderson.
If you're ready to get outdoors and discover Oklahoma, we want to send you the perfect guide for planning your trip. It's the 2017 Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Head to our website, travelok.com, to request your free copy today.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
Bob's Food's always been excellent. It's a very good restaurant to come to eat, family oriented. Food's delicious, a good atmosphere. Bob's always pleasant, always meets you at the door, and we eat here quite often.
Dinner that's worth the drive. We'll show you where Bob's is coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
The Oklahoma Travel Guide is filled with festive events and iconic attractions, outdoor wonders, and the hottest places to eat and stay. It's the perfect roadmap to unforgettable adventures. Order your free Oklahoma Travel Guide today at travelok.com.
Map out your next adventure in the Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Discover amazing natural treasures, cozy campsites, cabins and lodges, unforgettable activities, and more. It's all in the free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Get yours at travelok.com.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Oklahoma state parks are stocked with cool weather adventures. Hike the trails amid spectacular scenery. Cast your line in gorgeous lakes and rivers. Cozy up around the fire. Or sleep under the stars. Right now, take 25% off cabin and room rates for active and former military personnel. Use promo code UUSA. Visit travelok.com/SP deals and come see for yourself.
When the wind comes sweeping down the fire, and the waving wheat kiss your snow sweet. When the wind comes right behind the rain, we know we belong to the land. And the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're at Bell Kitchen this morning, and it's safe to say we're stuffed.
Oh my gosh.
It smells so good.
Donuts, desserts, incredible. But you know what? Our good buddy Dino Lally, who's a little bit under the weather this week, did find a place that wasn't dessert first.
That's right. He's going to take us to Taco Bob's in his hometown of McAlester. Check it out.
Taco Bob's Fiesta Grill is not only a story of a place that serves great food, but one of a joy for what you do for a living and dedication.
It's a passion. It becomes that. I always say restaurant business is like people that do circuses and carnivals. The show always has to go on, and you have to love it or you get out of it.
That passion continues every single day. First of all, you have to know this going in.
We have a very big menu.
And yes, they do. And having eaten here many times over the years, I can truthfully say without hesitation, the food here is amazingly good.
The most consistent in the Mexican line is we call it a Sancho. It is like a large burrito. It has seasoned ground beef like you have in your tacos, lettuce, cheese, tomato, sour cream. Roll it up, put either a yellow or a white cheese sauce on top of it with guacamole on top of that. That's our #1 seller.
Another top seller on the Mexican side of the menu is a chicken or steak Mexicana.
We take the steak fajita meat or the chicken fajita meat, we dice it up, we put it in a skillet, they saute it with bell pepper, jalapeno pepper, onions, tomato, and then you serve it like you would fajitas, but it's diced up to where it's easier to eat, and people just tend to like it better that way.
Oh, it's got to be the chicken Mexicana. I love that. And I had a burrito for lunch, chili burrito. That's great too. Everything on the menu is great.
And on the American side of the menu,
chicken fried steak. That's very popular. Today we're having homemade meatloaf.
And there are daily specials, and generally they sell out every time.
Bob's Food's always been excellent. It's a very good restaurant to come to eat, family oriented. Food's delicious, a good atmosphere. Bob's always pleasant, always meets you at the door, and we eat here quite often.
Bob's menu also has a large selection of desserts too.
All our desserts are homemade. We make everything. Every Friday we have strawberry pie when the strawberries are good. We have chocolate pie. We have coconut cream pie. We make different cakes. We make a coconut cake. We make a chocolate s'mores cake. We make a toffee cake. We make a lemon cake.
And you get the idea. There's so much here from which to choose.
I eat here every day.
Why is that?
The food is delicious, and there's a variety of food.
Well, for dinner, my favorite dish is the chicken Mexicana. It is delicious. It's just a mixture of chicken and hot peppers and onions. It's really good.
I like the atmosphere, the friendliness, and always just has such good food. The service is wonderful.
Well, it's the best food that I have ever eaten at any restaurant. It is good food, He has Mexican food, he has American food, and it's delicious.
Bob's food is great. Bob's food is the best food best Mexican food within a 100-mile radius. We come here very often.
We just have a little bit of everything for everybody. I'm feeding the 5th generation of people. I mean, in other words, I've fed their parents, their grandparents, I'm down to a new batch of grandkids or great-grandkids right now.
And when it comes to repeat business, it doesn't get much better than that.
Taco Bob's is closed on Sundays, but the rest of the week they're open for lunch and dinner, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. You'll find them at 307 South Main Street in McAlester.
A huge thanks to the folks here at Bell Kitchen for hosting us this week. A reminder, they have 2 locations here in Oklahoma City, this one on North May between Wilshire and 63rd Street, and another one in the Deep Deuce District in 2nd Street. They have all kinds of sweet treats, and if you check out their website, you'll find a list of baking classes, including some for macaroons, cookies, and biscotti.
Coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're checking out the best places in the state to catch a glimpse of our national bird. Yep, the bald eagle.
And just in time for Valentine's Day, a behind-the-scenes tour at the Bedre Factory. Find out how your group can get a glimpse of Oklahoma's very own chocolate factory. It's all coming up next Saturday night right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Well, one last shout out to our buddy Dino Lally, who's a little under the weather. He'll be back soon, but always remember this.
There's always something to discover in Oklahoma.